Broadcasting from the heart of downtown Hollywood. This is SoFloRadio.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to the show, Rick Show on the radio here on SoFloRadio.com. So we got some pretty cool people in the audience or on the guest list today, all here for the big film carpet event tonight. Everybody excited about that? Yeah. But I'll tell you what, got some really cool music to listen to for just a second while we get our little things together here. This is some music by Jim Camacho. I don't know if anybody saw. Did they see that there on the? Yeah. Okay. So we're just deciding who's going first with the rock, paper, scissors, and obviously, and Andrew, you won, right? Or you lost?
I don't know.
You're first. So is that win?
I think I won, but I lost at the same time. I lost, right?
Hey, that's life. Take it.
Yeah.
All right, John. Thanks, man.
All right.
You're welcome,
anyway.
buddy.
Let's go around the room and introduce everybody right now. My name is Rick Santese, and I am the host of Rick's Show on the Radio. And the reason that Rick's Show on the Radio is here is to promote our wonderful, talented musicians, filmmakers, and world shakers down here in South Florida. And I've been doing that on SoFloRadio.com since last year with the help of my good friend, George Rodriguez. He's going to poke his head in there. Hey, how's it going, George? Yes.
Olive.
So anyway, that's why we're here. That's our mission statement, is to promote everybody that's doing some good works down here in South Florida through the film and music business. And so let's start around here. Mr. John Vargas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How are you?
Welcome.
My name is Jonathan Vargas. I like to call myself a jack of all trades. I am a director, an actor, a producer, an editor, and a writer. And right now I am promoting my new film, Nothing to Lose, which is premiering at the Film Carpet. And I'm gonna pass the mic to my DP.
All right. Yeah, I'll tell you, I've been wanting to get John on for a while here. As a matter of fact, I thought you were somebody else, and I go, hey, you're going to be on my radio show next week. And he goes, what?
You know what's funny? I just realized my name has been dropped like 3 times on the show. Like Diana's talked about me, Joseph P. Johnson talked about me, and Michael J. Sanchez was talking about me. So I'm just like, I'm a popular guy now.
Well, it's a incestuous business that we're in. That's why that is. Everybody knows each other. So
exactly,
and they all know you, John.
Well, of course,
and that's why I've been wanting to get you on here, because I can see a lot of the good stuff that you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Finally
yes, sir.
get you on here to talk. Yeah,
always.
Okay, so and you have brought a friend. Or your DP?
This is my DP. I consider him like a brother from another mother. We are 2 completely different personalities, but yet we share the same braid lanes. I'm going to produce. I'm going to pass the mic to my main man, James. Holla.
Hey, James.
Hey, Rick. Thanks for letting me come on.
What's your last name?
It's pronounced De Demar.
Okay.
It's French-Canadian. Who knew?
All right, so great. So, and you were DP on his production?
Yes, John contacted me about shooting one of his scripts. He sent me the script. I said, hey, let's do it. There's no time but the present, and we just got to it.
Good. So we'll talk more about that production, because I like to get into some technical things about that. Being a filmmaker myself, I love talking some technical stuff.
Ask him all those questions, because he knows his stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask you about f-stops or anything like that, because I don't even know what that is. But
Thank
that's okay.
Goodness.
What is a DP by that? For all you people that don't know what that means, it's I was going to make something up.
I
can't think that fast.
Percussion or something.
Yeah, percussion. He's a drummer.
I thought it was a dude with a band.
No. There's a lot of bad things I can say, but I'm not going to. They're the first thing that come to my mind. I don't know why.
Well, there's one that I've heard, a dumb person.
Dumb person? No. Okay. James is not a dumb person. I could tell because he's wearing glasses.
Not, definitely not. That's only when they make you mad. That's when you call them that.
All right, Director of Photography, James De Demar. He's going to be talking about your guys' project, which is Nothing to Lose. We're going to see a a trailer of that pretty soon too. All right, let's get over here to Mr. Andrew Souza.
Hello. How's it going, sir? My name is Andrew, I believe. Anyways.
Have you been practicing for the show? I can tell.
I totally have been practicing for the show. Now, what do we got here?
Did we talk about the goof factor? We did talk about that. You're up here. I want you here.
We did talk about the goof factor, but we also thought Anna to be goofy because
there'll be nothing goofy from young Anna over here, but she has to be totally serious all the time.
Okay.
Not even smile or laugh or any of the jokes.
Uh-huh.
Is it okay,
sorry,
Anna? Anna, let me get your last name right. Tijerino.
Yes, Tijerino.
Welcome.
Thank you.
And you're the main actress on Andrew's movie Slumber, right?
Yes, I was. Yes.
Am. Yeah.
Wasn't am. Yeah.
So you're looking forward to the screening tonight?
I'm really looking forward to it. It's totally new for me, so I'm excited to see all of it come together.
For those of you out there that aren't watching and you can hear Anna, she sounds like a little girl because guess what? She is. How old are you, Anna?
15.
15. All right. So we're promised to keep the adult language to a minimum here.
Thank you.
We'll try anyway.
Gosh darn it.
There you go. That's better. All right, and moving on over to our last guest over here, Mr. Dylan Nunez. Welcome to the show, Dylan.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Sure, man. Yeah. So your goof factor can be about the same as Anna's, if you don't mind. Because I'm afraid Andrew here is...
You guys lucked out because I'm not that goofy, so...
I can
I
tell.
was
I
gonna
can
say,
tell.
Dylan, can you be goofy?
I can be goofy, yeah.
You can?
I mean, it depends on who I hang around with.
We might stretch that and see how it's going, all right? If you can...
The
be
close
goofy by the
friends, I
end
tend
of
to
the day.
break out of my shell a little bit.
All right. Okay, well, anyway, so we welcome people to call on the show. And as a matter of fact, let me give out the phone number. The number here is 954-990-0036. We have a big international audience here. As a matter of fact, I know that my wife is living in Ireland right now. Yeah, she hasn't moved over here yet. We just got married, and she's listening to the show right now. And if you guys want to wave to your mothers or anything like that, there's a camera over there. Let's say hi.
Hi, Mom.
Okay.
Hi, honey.
Well, here's a big problem because Anna can't
What?
wave at the camera.
I can't. My mom's over there.
Oh. Hey, wait. Would that be considered goofy?
From my standpoint.
All right.
Because I started.
You're going to take the hit on that? All right. Anna, no smiling or laughing or... That's right. No, I'm only kidding. I can see how this show's going to go. All right. So anybody, if anybody wants to call in and have and speak about the big film carpet event tonight, you're welcome to call in, talk to John or Andrew or anybody else that's here. But let's get right over to the show here, and let's speak with the guy who lost the rock and paper scissors thing, and we're going to go to you first, okay, Andrew?
Sounds good, man.
All right, let's start off. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while, and things got scheduled or rescheduled, but welcome to the show finally.
Thank you.
And tell me a little bit about your background, like, you know, where you're from and that kind of stuff.
I was born in a dumpster behind Burger King. I'm just kidding. Well, I was born in Brazil. I moved to the U.S. about 16. And so my whole scholastic career has been in the U.S. You know, spent 6 years in the military. Anyways, that's
What branch?
Air Force,
Excellent.
United States Air Force.
Were you a pilot?
I was a desk pilot. Does that
Okay.
count?
You work on the airplanes? That's what I also do that. I work on, I'm an aircraft mechanic too. Did you ever get a chance to do that? No?
No, not so much.
Just before we get off the subject of that, when my little brother was in the Air Force, right before he got out, they took him for a ride. Did you get a ride?
I never won Airman of the Year, so I didn't get that chance.
That's too bad, because you know when they take you up there just for one purpose, and that's to make you puke, you know.
Make you pass out.
See, I did jump out of a perfectly good airplane.
Oh,
once.
that's cool.
That was good. That was fun.
Yeah, that's great.
Hope you're wearing a parachute.
Oh, that
Hey, Dylan with the goofy factor.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Not bad. All right. Don't you laugh at that, Anna. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry.
You see your
Okay.
face just
Yeah, I know. She's good. That's why she's an actress. Yes. Happy, sad. Happy, sad. She's good at that. So tell me, when did you start getting interested in the film business here?
Honestly, I've been interested in the film business for quite a while. I've my whole entire life I wanted to get into it, but I didn't have a chance until as of late. I got very horrible agents, and I never got anywhere. And I was like, well, okay, I guess I'm doomed to not ever do what I want.
So
Then-
it sounds like you got interested in it as an actor first.
Yeah.
Is that was your first prompting into that was?
It was. I enjoy acting. In fact, that's kind of like how I met Anna. I'm interested in acting. I mean, the goofy factor plays a long thing into it.
Sure.
So I've started out as an actor, trying to be in front of the screen, and didn't pan out. So for the longest time, I'm not gonna draw it out, of course, but for the longest time, I tried to get into no avail. So in the past 4 years, I just got that heat. So got to do it.
So, but you've made quite a. I mean, you're right now. You didn't you direct this last thing? I mean, you went straight over to behind the camera scenes. Is that are you finding much more success, or do you like that more? Or
The fun thing about it is that behind the camera, being the director, being the producer, I get to do things that is fun, fun.
Fun. What part of that is fun? I've done that. I don't.
Well,
there's some of it's fun, yeah, but it's like pull your hair out fun
well,
sometimes.
I enjoy directing.
Okay.
The producing can be tedious and maniacal and doldrum. And you got a few more words for that?
No, but you're right. It is tedious is a
Yeah.
good word. Yes.
Did the military help you out with giving direction?
No,
It
actually,
helps me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
really. As a matter
Oh,
of
that's
fact,
the discipline and all. I would imagine. Yeah.
as a matter of fact, it didn't.
No. Okay.
I military. I love the military, and anybody who is in the military, I would tell them don't get out, enjoy it,
Yeah.
and thank you for being there.
Yeah. I'm going to second on that. Definitely, we're big military supporters here on this show. Definitely, those people are putting their lives on the line so that we could do this.
Amen
Right?
to that.
Mm-hmm.
But the military actually taught me on the funny side now. The military taught me to be reliant on other people and take orders. So.
All right then. Okay, so sit there quietly and no, I'm only kidding. I was just kind of moving. All right, and so about your movie Slumber, tell us a little bit because we're going to watch a trailer for that, which is we're going to watch a trailer for that in a little bit here. But tell us a little bit about the movie. Who wrote the movie and what's it about?
Well, the movie Slumber, it's basically it is a faith-based movie, short film, and it is depicting the life of somebody who has sought everything else to fill the void that only God can fill, and that is basically the entire gist of the movie.
Well, before I go on and play that, I'd like to introduce Anna Tijerino. How you doing, Anna?
I'm doing good. How
All
are
right.
you?
Pleased to meet you. Thank you for being on the show. And thank your mom for taking you over here.
Thank you, Mom.
She says you're welcome. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Anna. How long have you been an actress?
Well, this is my first filming a movie. I have been in lots of stage productions for. I'm homeschooled, so for my homeschool group, they have a drama group, and through my church has also a drama group, and that is where I met Andrew. Was through that.
Sad day, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. So I was interested in acting probably for most of my short life, sort of. And I always just really loved watching movies and shows, and I just loved that whole acting experience. to it. So I really got interested in it and am pursuing that career. Hopefully.
Yeah, I did the same thing myself when I was. Well, I'm a musician, and I would go to see a movie, and then I'd watch the credits, and I see, holy cow, look at all these people with these jobs, you know? Like it was like a Star Wars movie. And it's like, wow, look at all the model makers and all that. It's like a lot of people get jobs. So it is. It's a great field, I think. It's a lot of fun.
I saw a sweeper one day, you know, on the credits, you know, janitor.
Sweeper? Oh,
No,
yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's like a lot of different. And then the Goof Factor. What are we talking about there? Okay.
I am sorry, Rick. I promise I will do only 13 or 14 more times.
All right, that's okay because we only have 45 more minutes worth of. That's fine. All right, so we'll talk to you guys about your movie in a second here. But what do you say we go ahead and watch the movie here? Let's watch a trailer. This is going to be Slumber.
Just a word of advice.
Okay, guess what? We had a little technical difficulty there. What we were playing was your guys' movie, Nothing to Lose. So while we cue that up, I'm going to ask Anna a little bit more about her participation in the film. You guys said you met at your church group?
Yes.
And did Andrew say, hey, I got this really cool movie? Or
Well, the church drama group started a couple of years ago. So when did you tell me about this movie? It was like a couple of years ago, too. It was in the works, wasn't it?
It was in the works. I wrote actually the story I was gonna tell at the carpet, but I'll tell it here too. So
tell it here.
Funny thing is, I was on a movie set for Zombies, you know, directed by by Carlos Soto, a good friend of mine, and right there I felt I looked at it and I'm like, you know what, I felt that God spoke to me there and said, well, take a look at this and see what you can do with it. You know, and that's when I started writing. I spoke to a friend of mine, and I started writing it. You know, got to a point I was like, well, hold on a second.
No,
keep
Yeah.
talking, but
Yeah.
multitask. Is that right?
Yeah. So that's when I looked at the talent that I knew. You know, I have quite a few friends that are very, very talented, and that's when I shot the first one.
Okay.
And then I felt that I needed to reshoot this one because in a better quality.
Wow, so you shot the same movie twice? Because hardly anybody ever does that. Usually it's like, oh, next. That didn't, you know, I'll learn my lesson and never do that again. I mean, I'm interested in hearing about that. I mean, why not? I mean, if you really liked it and it didn't come out right, just
Right. I believe that the first one was basically from the middle to the end.
oh,
You know, it wasn't the entire story,
okay.
and I was very much an amateur when I.
Sure.
I'm still an amateur. Don't get me wrong. You know,
Hey,
I love
we're in
the
good
art.
company.
I love the art.
We're all, rising.
We don't judge here.
Yes, right. We don't judge here.
Well, that's why I thought, well, let me write something in a better quality, shoot it in a better quality. And I have to say that there's a good friend of mine that helped me out a lot. Actually, two of them. And both of them will be at the carpet. One is Gabriel Tyner, and the other one is Gaetano Fasulo.
I know Gaetano. I met him. Did they help you write the
No,
script?
they didn't write me on this film, but they helped me when we shot The Fallen.
Oh, okay.
You know, I took what I learned there to make this one.
Mm-hmm. Okay, are we ready to play the trailer? But before we do, I wanted to ask you a little bit because I'm a person of faith myself, but the movies that I've written are not quite like what you call Kirk Cameron movies or anything where everything's all nice and they're just not. But they do have lessons, and that's what I wrote, and I figured, hey, if this is what my creative being came up with, it must be something that I need to do.
Right.
How are you in your approach to like a filmmaker and spreading the word, if that's what you think you're doing, or if that's part of your mission here? Are you I mean, you did zombie movies too. You have a Christian zombie movie or something like that? Because I don't think that's that far out. Far fetched.
Well, actually, Slumber is the zombie movie.
Excellent.
And, well,
great.
Now here's I do believe that this is my calling, and this is what God put me here for. Slumber is a Christian movie, and there is a message.
Mm-hmm.
Now, a good friend of mine, so much he is in Slumber, Eric Power, he and I were talking, and we're talking about not pushing the gospel, but rather enticing the gospel.
Okay.
Having the good message without pushing Jesus on people.
Right. Yeah, I think that works better for the culture.
And that's what I believe I try to do on this one.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and watch the trailer for Slumber. I think we recognize another actor in there. Is that Mr. Tommy O'Brien in there as well?
Yes, it is.
Wow.
I don't think a lot of movies would not be complete without Tommy O'Brien.
Or Alan Heyman, as a matter of fact. You have to have Alan, too. Yeah.
Hey, you know what I just realized? You got Eddie Milano in your video, in your movie.
I do. Eddie Maldonado, he's great
Maldonado.
friend.
No, you know what's funny? He's in my movie. Matter of fact, he punches him in the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Several
man.
times.
See, I told you it was an incestuous thing here, right?
Yeah.
It's like one big
We're all
happy family.
One big
So-
happy family.
Anna, how long is this movie? You
How
know?
long is it? No, I have no idea.
Oh, I guess I'm asking the wrong person then. Oh, you edited it, right?
Yeah.
How long is this?
It's
short
gonna.
film?
The short's gonna be about 8 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not long, but long enough for a good message.
Good. All right, I'm looking forward to seeing that for sure.
Good stuff.
And this is going to be your first film screening, Anna?
First
is it?
film, yes.
That's gonna
screening
be
ever.
great.
So I'm excited.
You going to have your family there to see it?
Yes.
Great.
Mhm.
That's cool. Yeah, a little backstory on my film, which was not really so much a faith-based film, but it did have the gist of the film that I did called Forever was based on a Bible passage. And it was it's basically about I forget, it was like Hebrews, something about being kind to strangers because you never know when you might be speaking with an angel.
I believe it's Hebrews 7.
Yeah, and I had a young actress, but she was 5 at the time. That was pretty fun finding, and I found her through the church that I was working with as well. So she loved the movie premiere, with all her family and all that. It's a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna wear a big dress, and who are you wearing tonight, by the way, for your film career?
I am wearing, let's see, I'm trying to think.
JCPenney?
Yes, no.
Okay, sorry. Shouldn't have been on. Okay, well, I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I'm sure your family is as well.
Yes, I hope they are.
Cool. All right, well, yeah, I'm sure they are. All right, well then, that's great. So we're looking forward to seeing you guys tonight here on the film cart. What time does that event start tonight?
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Oh yeah, man, you guys
Cinema
gotta,
Paradiso.
you guys got to bust out of here really fast when the
Yeah.
show's over,
Yep.
right? Or else you're gonna be late for your own show.
Yeah, I gotta put my gown and everything, So I
Hey, we're good. Our movie is showing last, so
Oh, there you go. Oh, good. How many movies are showing during this one here? Do you know?
4. I believe, but they're like
Yeah, we got Every 58 Hours with
Right.
Joseph B. Johnson and Alexander Bello. We got Slumber. And then we got Gym Brats by Gaston and Carl Remy and Stacey Seal. And then we got my movie, Nothing to Lose, with my man James and Dylan. And yeah, I'll name drop everybody later.
That's cool. No, you can keep doing that. That's great. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. It's almost close to the bottom of the hour, so I think we're going to take a little break, and then we'll talk to John Vargas and James and Dylan about their project, Nothing to Lose.
Hooray.
All right.
Hooray.
So a little bit of a break on SoFloRadio.com.
Here's the latest ratings you asked for.
What is this? Where did all our listeners go?
SoFloRadio.com.
SoFlo, what channel is that on?
It's online, sir. It's Wi-Fi radio.
Oh, I see.
But what channel is it on?
Put your business on the leading edge of media advertising with the SoFloRadio.com network. Unlike antiquated AM or FM radio, your professionally produced 30 or 60-second ad will be heard live on SoFloRadio.com during the day and will be downloaded times a day on SoFloRadio.com, as well as being heard on our free podcasts on iTunes. Wi-Fi radio and Bluetooth are now available with BMW, Ford, GM Cars and Trucks. Don't get left behind. Contact SoFloRadio.com for details and our very affordable rates. SoFloRadio.com. Stay ahead of the game.
Strawberry patch and smoothie come. Get your hands off me.
Huh?
I said don't touch me.
I shouldn't have went to that party last night. Now I'm seeing talking fruit.
You're not dreaming, Bubba, and you're not putting me in that blender to do.
But you're just a fruit.
Who you calling a fruit?
You are. You're a delicious passion fruit.
Why, sure, I'm passionate. How would you like to be blended, huh? I got right, you know.
Customers waiting. You gotta go.
Yeah, but wait, you can...
At Power Smoothie in Aventura, we show fruit no mercy. Always fresh, always delicious. To make the best smoothies and wraps on earth, try our new cilantro lime-alicious wrap or our hot chipotle chicken. Power Smoothie in Aventura, located just north of the Aventura Mall in the Promenade Shops. Or call 305-792-5338. Open 7 days a week. Put a team of professional consultants behind your home or business computer with Key Information Solutions, providing solutions to your internet and computing needs while keeping you on the cutting edge of technology. Preventative maintenance and networking support, hardware and custom-built computers. Let Key Information Solutions be your personal tech staff for your home or office with affordable hourly, monthly, or annual rates to fit anyone's budget. Call Key Information Solutions now, 954-973-3374. That's 954-973-3374. Or visit keyinformation.com. The best ads for the best rates. SoFloRadio.com.
Here come the birds singing again. There's another world comes to an end. A beautiful girl is like a sunset for someone to wish for, someone else to regret. Hello, the end. I know you're coming. You're my truest friend. Hello, the end. I embrace you. You always come.
Okay, we're back, folks, and just want to let you know that one of the things that Dylan just brought up here is that the music that we play is all locally produced music by our local artists around here, and that cut was from our friend Jim Camacho. And Jim's going to be here, I think, next week with a bunch of other musicians. So, I mean, I've been doing a lot of actors for like a few weeks now, and it's time to get back into the musicians. So next week I got a really good musical show with some live performers and some friends of mine that are also going to be calling in from other parts of the country here, playing guitar right on Skype, that type of thing. My good friend Dave Nichols, he's going to be calling. I got a show lined up with him in a couple weeks here, so it'll be kind of cool. I was really thinking about doing this thing, and I tried it with him. I want to Skype with like 2 or 3 people and play live.
Oh.
And sure, that's going to be a train wreck. That's why I'm going to call that segment the train wreck. Sounds good, huh?
Good
I think,
idea.
one guy hears it like a couple of seconds later than the other guy, and it's like,
You know what? You know what, Rick? I believe that with technology the way it is, we can have a band kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, worlds apart.
Yeah.
A guy
What's
here,
stopping
another
you?
guy in Japan.
Yeah, I'm going to try it. Even if it's, maybe we could just play one chord so it's not, okay, I'm over on the B and you're still on a C. That might not work, but we'll see.
We're playing at 4/4 here, not a 3/4.
Yeah, but I want to do different stuff here on the show, Why not? I mean, it's my show and I get to talk about whatever I want, Darn it.
Exactly.
It's my party.
Exactly. And
Tell
right
him.
now, I want to talk to Mr. John Vargas.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to be talking about you, sir. And where are you from, my friend?
Well, I'm originally from New York, but
Oh, we can't tell that, huh?
yeah, I know. Go figure.
You got a New York attitude.
I know. And it's funny because I've been in Florida for so long. You'd think that it would have been gone away by now, but it's like
you can't shake that shit.
But it's just my whole entire family, especially like my family up in New York and my uncle. They all talk like this. Go figure, talk. So it's just like it just kind of gets stuck with you. So and trust me, I try hard to like get rid of it, to talk like this and talk like an anchor on NBC, but I can't help it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
don't, man, be yourself. Be true to yourself.
No, of course, always. And I actually really got into film when I was 5. And
5?
Yeah, because the thing was, everyone always says like, oh, my inspiration was Stanley Kubrick and Martin Scorsese. Right. Listen, my inspiration was Godzilla movies, and I'm talking about the ones from the 70s and the 60s, where they were wearing rubber suits and they had like miniature toy tanks.
I love that.
And you could tell the buildings were made out of cardboard.
Yeah,
but
you ever notice when Godzilla, his toes would like go like this every time he walked? They were like,
yeah, yeah, I know.
That was awesome.
So that's where it started, and then like from there, like I remember like the thing was back then, because I was a kid, I would always like try to recreate like my own Godzilla movies, and and you remember like VHS tapes? I know she doesn't know about that.
Yes, I know she doesn't know anything.
I know VHS tapes. Yeah.
She heard about it in school.
I used to stack them up like buildings, right? And I would just get like my Godzilla toy, I would just tear it up and just get creative like that, and then eventually like I'm too far. Hold on. And then eventually like I just wanted to become a filmmaker, and where I really wanted to like become one seriously was when I saw Martin Scorsese's Goodfellas.
Oh yeah,
and
that was awesome.
And to this day, and I know I'm gonna get debated on this, I still consider that to be the greatest movie of all time.
Hey, John, sorry, there's one thing that you said there. It's the same way that Robert Rodriguez got started. He started that way.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No, I'm matter of fact, like watching Robert Rodriguez when he did his first film, like the way he made it, because like he made a mariachi, his first film, he made that off $7,000 in Mexico, and the way he
with
filmed
VHS tapes, right?
Exactly, with VHS tapes, and the thing was he did everything except act. He was the DP, he was the director, the writer, the editor, and it's
music
like
as well,
and it's just like when I see people that do their own thing, like I get inspired to do that as well. That's why like I like to consider myself a jack of all trades, because like the more you know, the more likely you get more freedom in your projects, because you don't have to rely on someone to edit a project for you or write a project for you or even use the camera for you. So like, you have complete freedom and just complete knowledge to do whatever you want. So that's why I get very inspired by like directors like Quentin Tarantino, Martin Scorsese, Robert Rodriguez. So like that's my huge influence of filmmakers.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I think it's when I was starting, I came like Andrew, you said you started, your impetus was as an actor. Mine was as a writer. And, I started that. So I figured, what does a script look like? So you figure out what a script looks like. And then when I started producing, a camera, what do I do with a guy? I know I need one, but I know I point this end at them, but that was about it. But I figured as you get more and more into it, you need to know a little bit about everything so that you can at least speak intelligently to the people that you hire to do your thing.
Rick, it's funny that you say that, because I I started I started really as an actor, but I actually wrote a book.
Oh yeah.
Because my thing behind writing the book was, well, I'm gonna write the book and people are gonna make it into a movie.
Oh sure.
I'm like, and after I wrote it, I realized people don't want to make that into a movie. I don't want to make that into a movie. So I was like, all right. Anyways,
okay. So that's you. So you were a writer as well.
I was, and one thing that we didn't talk beforehand, but one thing that I was gonna segue into is that you said you're a producer. Well, you're a producer, you're a writer, and John the same way,
Yes,
and
sir.
I truly believe that an artist is an artist. An artist is not. I'm either an actor or a producer or a director. I believe an artist is all of the above.
Sure. Yeah, I agree with you. There's a lot of like really famous actors that are really good singers and musicians as well. They just, this is what I'm known for, right? But they do a lot of stuff, painting and whatever. But on this on this level, like you said, John, it's important to hone your skill and to learn a little bit about like the camera until you meet somebody like James here.
Yes, sir.
A good segue into James De Demar, right?
Yeah.
You, James, are the director of photography on John's film, right?
Yes, this is actually the second time I've worked on a movie with John.
As a director of photographer?
Yes.
Okay.
But this is our third time working together. As my third film, Resilience 2, he was actually an actor, and that was the first time we ever worked. But my fourth film, Back for Vengeance, that was the first time he worked as a DP, and that's where I was like, wow, you and I think alike.
Yeah. That's important, to find people of like mind for sure. It takes a while to get that together, but once you find somebody like that, that's the way they do it in the big times. That's why you see Spielberg always working with Tamako or whatever his name is director of photography. And always the same people. They always bring different crews. I mean, the same people. It's always good because you get that cohesiveness and of a unit, and that's what you get when you go through a film. So, what got you interested? Oh, tell us a little bit about yourself, James. Where are you from, and how'd you get interested in film?
I was born here, South Florida, and I was raised here, South Florida, all my life. I started watching movies as soon as I could see, and my favorite story when I was growing up is when my dad always tells me. I sat down, and they used to have this segment on Saturday called Kung Fu Saturday.
Oh my God!
And I sat down and watched it, and my dad said that a Bruce Lee movie was on, Chinese Connection, and he said I didn't move the entire time. A 4-year-old didn't move the entire time. That the whole thing, and then when it was over, he said, I turned around and said, Daddy, I want to do that. And I was talking about martial arts, and I got into the martial arts, and I did that, but it was a segue also for the movies. I watched movies. I felt a real connection with the messages that people were trying to convey, and from then, I was like a ham in school all the time, but I never really followed through with it. So anyway, I joined the military, the Army, 5 years, 8 months, 22 days, but who's counting?
Nobody here.
I got out and I said, I want to learn about the movies,
So your interest was as an actor or as in photography? Which is your greatest ambition in film?
I guess at first you could say that my greatest ambition was to be an actor. I really wanted to be on, up there with the greats, Jack Nicholson.
Bruce Lee. You wanted to be Bruce Lee.
Yeah, Bruce Lee, and but I didn't really have the will to go to like a school for it, so I decided I would go to the Art Institute and learn the technical aspect of everything, and then be a well-rounded person for the industry, and then just try my luck. So yeah, that's when I met these guys. And
so you have do you bring some equipment onto a set there, or you guys rent the stuff, or
no,
do you
we have our own equipment.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
So what kind of cameras do you prefer to use?
I prefer to use Canons.
Same here.
My weapon of choice is the Canon T5 because that's all I can afford right now.
Don't leave me hanging.
I just picked up a 70D. That's a pretty good camera.
You
yes,
lucky.
it is.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, I like.
Well, I have a very good friend that's my executive, my producer, Shar Fromhoff, and we're in partners. And she, I'm lucky enough to have somebody like that to, get their equipment that we need.
Connects like that, man, because I got a Rebel T3i and I need to upgrade that like ASAP.
Yeah, this camera's got a lot of cool things that I don't even know they do. You know, a lot of cool rack focus type things.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean, well, yeah, I just wanted the T5 because I wanted to be able to get a good picture, something that looks good. It's something I can work with, you know, in post-production as well. But I mean, I'm still in the philosophy that, you know, if you know what you're doing, whatever you do and whatever you do it with is going to be good. You know.
I got that same mindset as well.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about your participation in the movie Nothing to Lose. Are you just the director of photography there, or you didn't act in any of it?
No. I was strictly DP. It was the first chance with the Back for Vengeance movie. Was the first chance I got to be a DP, and I really, really liked it.
Yeah.
I never thought I would be doing a horror movie though.
And I never thought either. To be honest, it was a very awkward.
It was
interview.
very surprising. I did not think, because John has a penchant for gangster flicks.
Should we tell him? Wait, should we tell him the story about what happened on that set? You remember back
Oh my goodness.
when I got scared?
Oh my goodness.
No, here's what happened.
You got scared.
I'll be honest. I hate horror movies. I don't like them. I used to, but now I get scared for some weird reason. Here's what happens. There's a scene in the end. There's a scene in the end of the movie where the main character, the villain, gets killed by this girl that comes back to life as like a twisted zombie, right? So
shout out to Dave Gia there.
Yeah, Dave Gia. Shout out to
Dave,
him.
I know Dave.
Shout out to him. Yeah,
he nailed it.
He screamed like a freaking maniac. He was like, "No, stop!" But I was so disturbed. Like, I'm right behind him.
I was standing there. I was standing there on my knees filming them as they're shooting this death scene, you know, and then like 20 seconds is going by, 30 seconds, a minute, and I'm thinking, where's John? And I turn around behind me. He's not there. I'm thinking, what are you doing? And I go into the kitchen and he's on the floor.
I'm shaking.
He's like, God, stop.
Yeah, I'm like, stop.
It was awesome.
Don't you have video or pictures of
There's
that
a
or
video.
something, right?
There's a video of it. I put it
Really?
on Facebook.
Yeah.
I had the video of, like, where is
Well, you're saying Dave Gia convinced you so much that he was in that much peril that it freaked you out?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? Speaking
Damn.
of him,
he did a really, really
Okay.
sweet
you know
job
what?
on
Like,
that.
I kind of want to give him a big shout out too, because I was just talking to him last night and I just found out he's going to California to live up the big dream. So, you know, big shout out to him. And
all right,
All right,
hey.
Dave.
Congrats.
And another thing too, I kind of want to give him a big shout out because of this project. Like, he kind of toughened me up about the business, because like when it came out, like he gave some criticism that like just stood with me, and I took it personal at the time. And then I realized, look, welcome to the business. You're gonna get harsher critics than that, and I really appreciate his honesty about what he said about the film. And like from then on, it made me improve how I really see film and how I see things on a technical level and the little details. And you know, from that criticism alone, it helped me like step my game up for this movie, Nothing to Lose.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's another thing that I think, you know, we're all here to help each other out in the film business, but it's not always about like, hey man, you're great, everything you do is great. It's not that, you know.
Right.
Sometimes you got to have somebody that's going to tell you, you know what, it's not so great.
Yeah, especially in
Yeah.
this business, you're gonna have a lot of haters.
And
A
you-
lot of
yeah.
bad
sometimes those
criticism.
people giving that criticism, they're important.
It's the most valuable.
Yeah.
They
thing.
push you if you really think about it. Like, you know, like they really push you. They just make you go like, you know what? Good. I hope you keep hating, because then after that, the next one, I guarantee you're gonna like it.
Exactly. That's right. If nothing else, there's that.
And that's the mentality, because some people like they take criticism and they just shut down completely.
Oh yeah, no,
Oh, yeah.
no
and it's
doubt.
like can be really destructive, and that's like the worst.
No,
for an
it's
actor
funny.
especially.
It's funny you say that, because I went to an acting class this Monday because I really wanted to understand acting, and there was a guy who did a cold monologue, and the teacher like told him straight up like, "Hey, listen, man, you're okay," and he's like, "No, I wasn't. I was the crappiest actor in the world. How dare you say that to me? No, I'm horrible. I'm like, what's wrong with you, man?
Actors.
No
what are you going to
offense.
do?
You know,
No offense, Dylan.
one
Hey,
thing
no,
we're
he
talking
was
about.
good. He was good.
We're talking about criticisms. You know, I believe that criticism can have dual impact. You know, and it's all how you take it. You know,
Yeah.
if somebody tells you it's horrible, say, yeah, it's horrible, but I learned from it. And but don't just tell me it's horrible and don't tell me anything else.
Yeah, give me a reason why it was that.
Yeah,
you know.
that's true.
I mean, I'd rather be upset at what someone says than think I'm doing good and then make something that everybody says is horrible.
Yeah, and they don't tell you about it either.
Yeah,
They go, hey,
yeah.
that was great, man. Okay.
Yeah, but
By the
why
way,
was it great?
Anyone I know listening, if you don't like my stuff, tell me.
Please.
Yeah, please do. We actually like haters. We actually do. Matter of fact, when someone says that, I just want to give them a hug. That's the nicest thing you've ever said to me.
We thrive on it.
Thank
Well,
you.
actually, some of our closest friends can be our biggest critics.
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that right?
Yes.
Yep.
But criticism can push you to just get better at what you're doing.
course,
I think it
Definitely.
depends also. I mean, if you ask family, they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're
Yeah.
great."
Family's too
honey."
afraid to tell you
Wonderful, I'm so
sometimes.
proud of
You can be like, "No,
Uh-huh.
I was crap," and you're like, "No,
Yeah.
of course not, honey." But like, no, not always.
So we're talking with Dylan. Let's talk to Dylan.
Yeah, please pass it to him.
Dylan Nunez, you are the main actor here for John's movie Nothing to Lose.
Mhm.
And did your family see this, or how is your family when it comes to criticizing you for your?
Well, my mom has a big problem. No offense, mom, but she has a big problem of kind of getting so involved in because I have a twin brother and he races cars and she manages his career pretty much. And I mean, I'm talking about like Facebook posts. I'm talking about Twitter posts. She just brags about him all the time, and I don't want that for myself. Like
You don't?
I hate people like I don't know bragging about what they've done or like. Especially from family. I mean, like, I don't want to be looked at as in like a, like a poster boy for like,
Right.
You know.
You know.
I tend to keep things on the DL, and then like if things, if good things happen, then people will know about it.
Well, that's one way to look at it. I kind of subscribe to that, but I'm also finding out that hey, if you don't promote yourself, and
That's that's another thing. I mean, there's a fine line between
there
that,
is,
both.
yeah.
There is, yeah.
Like
There's a
John,
fine
I think
line.
you're on the other end of that, aren't you?
Oh,
I mean,
of course.
You don't have any problems.
I don't have any problems because you need that exposure. You need to promote yourself and get out there and I work like a full-time job and like I try whatever I can to like go to the events and like theaters or whatever just to get my name out there. Be like, hey, how are you? I'm John Vargas. How are you? Here, take my business card. Like my movie.
He does it exactly like that.
Especially,
Yeah, but
does he raise his voice like a girl when he says it just like that?
You kind of have to because I mean,
Hi, I'm John Vargas.
If you come up to him and be like, yo, what's good? I'm John Vargas. You better like my movie. You got a problem with that?
That might work. That might even work. Intimidation.
No,
You could try
no,
that.
no. Then they'll probably get scared. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, even now, like especially in this generation, social media is like taking off.
Oh,
just
yeah.
loads. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
gonna get more and more.
Oh, we could have a whole show about social media
It's
here.
important too
Yeah.
for this industry too. It's important.
Yep.
Yes,
People,
sir.
Social media.
So, Dylan, tell me, where are you from?
I'm born and raised here, South Florida, Boca Raton.
Ah, Boca.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so you're the other guy that was born here.
Yeah, you don't see too many Florida-born and
No.
raised people anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's weird.
Me.
Yeah.
You as well.
Right.
Okay.
Our numbers are growing.
It's okay, man. It's okay. I understand.
I moved down here from Philadelphia.
I believe we're outnumbered here. The people who
Yeah.
are not born here.
Yeah, I believe the whole state is. Yeah. But I was born in Philadelphia, and I moved down here way back in 1969.
69,
And
dude.
when I was going to school, I had met one of my best friends, was born here, and his dad was born here in Fort Lauderdale. So you could imagine, none of the I-95 wasn't here, all these buildings downtown. It was all, cow pastures around here back when they were going to school. A lot of things have changed. Why did I talk about that? I don't know.
I remember those days, man. I totally remember those days.
I'm sure you're like 25. You don't remember nothing like that.
But yeah.
So, Anna,
Yes.
you're not laughing over there, are you? 'Cause remember,
No,
okay.
I am as serious as.
You are a very serious
Serious.
young lady.
Yes.
I'm glad to hear that. She's doing great, Mom. She's out there. She's doing a real good job. Let's get back to Dylan. So, Dylan, you were born here, and how did you get involved in acting?
Well, this is probably almost my third year of acting. I started when I was 16. I'm 19 right now. I've always wanted to act ever since probably puberty.
Okay.
But I was always so involved in tennis. My father was a professional tennis player, and he went on coaching professionals, Gabriele Sabatini, Chris Evert, all the famous, back then. So that was like my legacy. That was what I was supposed to do.
Are you a good tennis player? You
Yeah,
better be.
yeah. But it wasn't my passion. It was never really like what I wanted to do. And so about like 3 years ago, I was kind of like in this limbo stage because I always wanted to act, and I didn't know how to break it to them. And I finally did, and that kind of blew up in my face. I kind of got like the whole argument of like, oh, you can't, you know, like you got like these scholarships to go to this university, you can become pro. So that just kind of like shut me down completely. And for like the next year, I was just like kind of going through the motions of tennis, like just hating every second of it.
Oh, that's not good.
And then finally, like, it got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore. So I was like, all right, I got to act. So I stole a check. I wrote a check to an acting class. And I went that.
You borrowed the check.
I borrowed the check.
You borrowed the check.
Borrowed the check. So I did that, and automatically I got bit by the bug that fast.
Yeah.
And then finally it took a lot of convincing for them to finally understand that this is my passion.
So they're supporting you now?
Now, yeah, 100% supportive.
That's great. And how many films have you done, participated in?
This is my fourth film. I've done a couple short films, a little web series, and a couple commercials.
How'd you meet these guys, or how'd you meet John?
I was doing a music video,
Birds and the Bees.
Birds and the Bees.
Oh yeah.
And
Aya.
Yeah, Aya, and she was
big shout out to her.
And
Diana. Right.
And John was actually the editor for that.
Okay.
For that production. I had a small part in that. I think I played Adam.
Oh
Adam
yeah, I think I saw you with the little leaf there.
Yeah, little leaves. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, half naked. And then Diana, who was a close friend of mine, we go back a couple years from we were acting together when I first started. She put in a good word of me, and John pretty much reached out to me saying, "Hey, I got this like thing coming up. I want you to, I'm interested in you reading for it." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm definitely into it." And then he had enough confidence in me to just book me for the role, so I didn't have to audition. But
you know, it's funny too, because like I'll be honest, before we shot, I had like my doubts at first, but like he proved me wrong on set. Like I remember like when he did like his monologue, where you're gonna see in the movie, like I was like, whoa, like you know what I'm saying? He really got into character, and I was just like, damn, this boy can act. Because you got to understand too, like I had people audition for the role, and like I'm not gonna mention any names, but just man, those auditions were just like,
oh yeah.
But when I saw him, I was just like, yo, this boy got
talent.
That's it.
That's the guy.
That's the guy right there. And I was just like, oh God, thank God I picked him. And he proved me wrong that night, because I had my doubts, but man, he proved me wrong with that performance that he gave, and I was like,
thanks, John.
Yeah, well, he got under my skin stealing all my trail mix.
You son of a gun.
Is that what happened?
Yeah. Kids gotta get hungry, you know.
And you know what? I kind of want to give a big shout out to like the cast and the crew, like Mitchell Lemos, who played Mr. Kleinfeld.
Yeah, it's a shame
villain.
he can't come out here.
I reached out to him. He said he couldn't make it, but he's gonna be at the premiere. He was on point. Eddie, I can't say his last name. Maldonado. I'm sorry, Eddie, bro. Give me a chance, man. he was on point too with the little bodyguard role. And Marta Carrera, like she played his sister. Oh my gosh, she was on top of her game too. And the crew from Matt Sharon, who was the second cameraman, Bradley Buey, who's actually it's actually his birthday today, so big shout out to him. What's up, Brad?
Something in school, Bradley. I would have said happy birthday.
Exactly, Bradley.
No singing happy birthday. Sorry.
And I want to give a shout out to the makeup artist who did the makeup for him. Danny Lynn, Christine. Oh my gosh,
freaked me out.
She freaked.
Yeah.
Wait, when you see
I walked into the bathroom. And it looked like he had just gotten beat by 10 people with his hands tied behind his back. I was like really taken aback.
Because, I mean, there's been some... I mean, I was always kind of skeptical about, like, the makeup and everything. I mean, because I was like, oh, okay, how is this going to turn out?
Yeah,
but like
eyeliner.
Yeah, but,
but that's not really what it's
I can't wait to when you show the video.
She's using all these little brushes, and I'm like, oh, is this just going to be like some... I don't know.
BS.
But then I looked in the mirror. I was like, "Oh my God."
Yeah, that must help you. I think that would help you act better. You know, if you're like, somehow I'm a different person now. You know, it's easier to.
She even like did something with the paint where it made it look like my jawbone was like popping out, which was like crazy.
He definitely looked the part that night.
Like it was just
he looked
like
the part.
swollen.
Gosh, he acted the part, and like. Matter of fact, everybody we're all on top of their game.
All right, well, let's get to it then. I'm gonna warn you. Of course, it's internet radio, and there's there's no cursing allowed, but on broadcast radio. But We do have some explicit language, so
Lakers?
just to let you know. But
Lakers?
anyway, let's go ahead and watch your trailer here for Nothing to Lose. Finally, let's get to it, okay?
Well, this is a snippet, actually.
A snippet.
Wow.
Whoa. How about
First
that?
time I've seen that. Wow.
You're kidding me. You never seen that?
No.
That's been on there for like 2 months.
Oh my god, man.
That gets back to that
On
self-promotional
Facebook? Where's it been?
thing.
It was on Facebook. I had a page for that.
You did?
I made up.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh,
yeah,
Dylan.
social media. I
Dylan.
gotta step it up.
You stay away?
I gotta step it up.
Dylan, dude, come
Hey,
on.
Dylan, did I ever catch that monkey that punched you in the face?
You didn't see the
Yeah.
punch either?
No,
Oh,
I think
man.
maybe.
Wait, can we at least
He put-
show
he
it?
put
It's
a
only like
good
20
sound
seconds,
effect on
right?
it.
I think
Well, if
maybe
it
I
wasn't
saw the
recorded.
punch on the playback.
Well, don't worry. You'll get a chance to see it tonight at Film Carpet.
Yeah, let's talk about that now because we're about ready to close out the show here. Film Carpet tonight starts at what time?
At 6 p.m.
6 p.m.
At
and
si-
everybody here is going to be there, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right, right. We're looking forward to that. We get to see your films in entirety.
Yes, sir.
All right, and everybody's all dressed up, all ready to go.
We're ready to
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Can I say hi?
Yes,
I love- my
please.
love-
Oh yeah, I want to say sorry, Mom. Maybe came out a little bit like harsh, but I love you.
Listen,
Yeah,
Hi,
okay.
Much
baby. I
love.
love you.
I wanna
And
give-
Valentina and Noah.
I want to give a big shout out to my dad, my mom, my grandma, my uncle, all my family in New York. I love y'all to death. What's up? How you doing? Sorry if I'm getting a bit ghetto here, but it's in New York.
That's okay. This is your time to shine here, man. This is the end of our show, and
man.
just wanted to say hello. I mean, thank you for everybody.
Thank
for
you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you, Rick.
Thank
Really.
Thank you.
Yep.
This was really
I
fun.
definitely want to come back.
Oh, absolutely. And Anna, thank you very much for not, going
My goof
crazy with
wasn't-
the
Yeah.
goofiness here.
You're welcome.
I know that was
You were more
very
professional than I
appreciate that.
was.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Let's all head down to Cinema Paradiso. Right?
Yeah. Holler.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Film Carpets coming up
Let's
6
go.
p.m. First of all, we're going to say goodnight to everybody, and we're going to take a little picture back here. You guys can download the podcast and send it to your friends. And
I will.
thanks again for coming on Rick's Show on the radio.
Thank you, Rick.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right.
Yeah.
Thank you. SoFloRadio.com.
Is like a sunset for someone to wish for, someone else to regret. Hello, the end. I know you're coming. You're my truest friend. Hello, the end. I embrace you. You always come through for me. You've been faithful. I'll be faithful to you. Another season, sky shimmering blue. In with the new, a beautiful day, cherry trees blossoming. Soon they will fall and scatter the ground. Hello, the end. I know you're coming. take your hand, give you a soft place to fall, and run your course. When you're ready, I know the time will come, and I'll be ready when you call.
You're listening to SoFloRadio.com.